Welcome back to my channel with Sudeshna. In this video, I am going to discuss with you about how do you market research your product or service. So in my previous few videos, I have already discussed about how you can brainstorm your idea by brainstorming, you can actually convert your idea into an actionable plan, how to choose your niche, why choosing a niche is very important for your business. So if you have not watched all those videos, please go and watch all those videos. Some of the videos link I will mention in the description box and in the I icon. So without wasting much time, let's start today's topic. By the way, if you are new to this channel, please press the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you can get notified for all my valuable videos. So from my mind map, you can see that for doing market research, the very first thing would be find out your target audience or your niche. So the detailed process I have already mentioned in my earlier videos, as I was mentioning. So please go and check that. But I'm considering that you have already finalized who will be your target audience. So once you find out the target audience, now for market research, what you need to do is you have to search every group, Facebook group, in your market, target market. Suppose your target market is moms, so you have to find out all the moms related group in FB and go and request for joining those groups. So maybe there will be 20 to 25 or 30 groups, so you request all those groups for your joining, and almost like mostly 80-90% of the groups will allow you the access for you. So you join those group. The next thing would be, after joining this group, you have to understand that whether there will be a demand for similar kind of product or services for those kind of people. So how to do that, I will tell you later in the later part of this video. So the first thing is you have to join all those groups. Then similarly in LinkedIn also, like if you are targeting moms, so you can search all those mompreneurs who are also in LinkedIn group. So find out all those group in LinkedIn also. Suppose you are targeting some B2B, suppose you are targeting B2B, so you have to search all those companies as an employer. You can find out all those LinkedIn from the LinkedIn. So you can go and follow all those companies. You can directly approach, suppose your product you want to offer the admin people. So you want to go, you can go and check who is the admin people in LinkedIn. You can directly build a rapport with them. Maybe you can send a mail if you have like LinkedIn that premium access. You can directly send mail. Otherwise, even if in free account also, you can send messages. So you can do that. The first thing will be Facebook and LinkedIn groups. The third and obviously the most accessible option is our friends and family. So please discuss with your friends and family members. In family also, maybe all of them may not be able to understand your product or services, but whomever you feel that they will understand that is there will be a need for that product or service, please feel free to discuss with friends and family, because those are the person who will actually give you the feedback. But sometimes it may happen that they will not understand, so it may also happen that. So but I think being an open minded, it's always helpful. So seek help from everyone, and then what data to collect, what data to consider or not, that will be the later the next part. And the fourth option is, if you have other mailing list, like suppose you have some alumni group of your college, or maybe some local community, you are member of some local community or some local business community. So whatever whatever community you have access, if you have access to the email IDs of those people or the phone number of those people, because right now in the COVID situation you cannot go and ask, so you have to either call, you have to send messages, or you can send mail. So those are the 4 touch point you can start approaching. First, be the member of all those whatever I have. The second point, so that will be part of your primary research, because you are directly getting input from those people. There are some ways of doing secondary research. Maybe the one thing would be like, you can buy some reports, but that will be again costlier options. Actually, I'm going to tell you about 4 options whose input you can actually consider as a primary research input, and those inputs are very, very valuable. So the first option is Quora. I think you must have heard of about Quora, because Quora is the world's number one platform for answering questions. So you go and check in the Quora related to your product and services if there is already a questions. So if there is already an questions and answer, read those. You will get to understand that whether there will be additional demand for similar kind of product or services or not. If there is no questions related to your product and services, then create one. You can ask and let people answer that. So it will take some time, but you will actually get the value, the input from people. So that will be better than all those reports. The second website is Answer the Public. So you can directly type answerthepublic.com, and the beautiful thing about this answerthepublic.com is you can go and search your question or your topic, and you will directly get all the information, all the possible questions that comes into people's mind regarding that product or services. You will get all those questions. So it will be very valuable for your research, that what people actually face problem regarding that whatever problem or like whatever product or services you are offering. The third website is similar, that is usetopic.com. So that is also similar. You can directly type the product or services, and you will get all those questions comes into people's mind related to that product or service. And the last but not the least is alsoasked.com. So I will mention all those four website name in the description box so that you can get it correctly. So you type it, all those website name, and you can visit there, and you can search. You will understand that how to do that. The third thing is make a Google form and build a survey. So maybe in my next video I will make a video itself how to prepare a survey, because how to prepare a survey is very important to understand that what input you want. Because if you ask any question and from the answer you don't get the data, then it will not serve the purpose of the survey. So survey is very important. Now in this video I'm just telling you about how to prepare the survey. So you just go to Google Forms, and you can create new forms. You can create a name, age, also all those categories. So in my next video I will actually tell you how to prepare a Google survey so that you can get the data, the required data. Next step would be very obvious, that whatever survey you have prepared, you have to now circulate that survey link to all the groups which I have mentioned in the very first point. So whatever group you have joined, you have to circulate your survey to all those groups. But the thing is, if you don't add continuous value to those groups, it might be the case that most of the people, 90% of the people, will not fill your survey. So before even preparing survey, you have to have give some value to those people. So what you can do, you can communicate with those people in the group that regarding your product or services, what is your thinking in a macro way, like why do you think that there is what is your opinion, you just mention, and give ask people about their comments. So just start building that engagement with the people in the group. And then when little bit after this little bit of engagement, when people will be more connected with you, then maybe you can put your forms and then get the value from people. Or you can directly give some giveaway also, like if people fills your form, then you will give some maybe coupon, some maybe some document, or some whatever you have. You can create a ebook also, and you can give away. The next thing would be, after people will fill it, then you have to get the data in the Google also. Google itself, you will get the data in the Excel format. So now you have to analyze the data, like what you were thinking before the survey and what people have answered. So maybe at least make sure that at least your survey size is 100 people. until and unless like if only 10-15 people fill your form, then it's of no use, because your product and services will target a lot more people than 10-15. So at least 100 to 500 people if they fill, then you will get a accurate data, accurate input that how much valuable will be your product or services. So this actually process will take some time. You have to again and again send the survey form, you have to build a rapport with them, again add some value, again send the survey. So it will take at least a month time, or in between this month you have to send at least maybe twice, thrice the same form, because if you send the same form again and again, I mean more than twice or thrice, then people may get offended. So send them and then request them to fill it, tell them that you want to launch a product or services, and it will help you. So that's, people want to help each other, so that's not a problem, I think. So then after you got the analytics from the survey report, then I think you have to modify. Like if you feel that whatever product you thought that you will launch, and whatever input you have got from people, if there are little bit changes required, do those changes, and then finally finalize your product or services. So hope this video will be useful for you. Please comment below that whatever is your thinking regarding this, and if you have any other points in your mind also, please put that in the comment box. And also you can request me that what would be the topic of my next videos, so I would be happy to make videos on that topic. Thank you. Bye bye.